clearly. Okay. I think Mr. Chang has already introduced that the basic information about our machine new analyzer, especially for the selling part, because maybe the details that Mr. Chang sharing is better for your sales manager. But for me, for my part, I think it's maybe you can get more information about the service of the machine. So for the first time, I will share that share a screen that just a minute. First, I want to share a installation video that for the basic after we receive the machine. But actually, it's a very simple, and all of the details are in it. So I think there's no need to watch the video completely. Just skip this step, because all of the details from we open the paper box and until when we enter into the software, all of this are included in this video. So later I will share this video to you. Yeah, to you engineer. You can check this video. You can see that it's about 9 minutes video, and from the package open, and then check the accessory package, and remove the poem, remove the screw, remove the fixed belt. All of the details are you can find in this video. So I think there's no need to introduce too much. Just you can follow the videos step by step, and I think you will finish the installation of our machine. You can see from here. This is the cable connection. This is the booting the machine, and the self-checking. Log in the machine, log in the software, and activate the reagent. We also call it detergent A.
What was the password?
The password of the user is the I will also share the password, including the service and the user, to the WeChat group, and you will see that. You can see for the engineer, the service. Yeah, we have few numbers to log in the machine, including the admin and the service and the user. Different logger have different authority to control the machine. So for our engineer, the basic number is the service. Service at I think it's not all the capital. It's not the capital word. Just the first word is capital. First at unit. Okay, I will show you later in the real machine. All of that finished, and you can autofocus. After that, this is the autofocus step. After that, we finish the installation. Sorry. I think that's. You can check the video later step by step. Later, I will share it to you. So from now on, I will give the introduction from my phone's camera.
Okay.
Okay, I think everyone can see the machine from my camera. This is the front side. I have already removed the cover of the machine. This is from the top view, and this is from the right side. Yeah.
Leo, we can see the screen, but it is very small. I don't
Very
know why.
small.
Yeah, the screen is.
你要把我是不关设置成关注，然后我的屏幕才会大。
Just a minute. Let me check. Set my screen to focus, and you will see the bigger screen of my phone.
Okay. Okay.
So right now you can see the screen from my phone. It's bigger.
Yes. Yes, it's bigger.
So everyone can see a bigger screen. Okay, let's continue.
I think everyone is no one.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, so right now your screen is bigger than before, right? You can see clear?
Yes, we
Hello?
can see clear. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Let me continue. Okay, this is the view of our information of our machine. So this is the front view, the touch screen and the power button, and we can also open the front cover and to maintenance that, including the syringe and or the probe and the probe cleaner. And also this is from the top view of our machine. We can see that here is the switch power module, and here is the speaker. Like Mr. Chuck just introduced, that when our machine have some alarm, for example, he found that the result, the RBC is too much. Maybe they can they mean some disease from the diagnostic. That this speaker will give a voice to our end user or to our doctor that the RBC or the other alarms, it not only the result reference disease, but also the system alarm, like maybe the fluid circuit need to maintenance, or some of the alarm like this. All of that will be speak from here. And here is the impedance. Here's the impedance board, which that like Mr. Chuck introduced, that to test the conductivity and osmotic pressure of in the samples. We can see that here is the microscope platform, and we can see there are two tubes connect to the flow chamber. Connect to the flow chamber, two parts, from the bottom and the top. And this this connector will have a cable, that this cable is connected to this board, and this board is specially for testing the items of the conductivity and osmotic pressure items. So this is the very important, because this is for testing the physical items from our machine. And also there's a small motor. There's a small motor. Actually, this small motor is to control that. You can see from the left side, there's a special space that we can use the inter-reagent. We can place a small bottle into this space, and then this space is contained the reagent bottle, especially for the detergent A. So this motor is to control that the 我知道 yeah, but this is the internal reagent is only for the vat, for the vat machine, not for the human machine.
So I just give you introduce. Maybe the machine you receive will not include this function. This motor is to keep that there's a special connector that it will be moved down, and then it will be connected to the reagent, to the inner package reagent. But for you machine, there's no this function. You only have the outlet reagent. Okay, so continue from the left side, and you can see that the microscope module is more similar with the 1000 plus, almost the same, because it have three axes, x axis, y axis, and the z axis to control that the platform, to control the distance between the platform and the microscope, and so that we can get a better picture and a better result. And for the left side, we have the valves, the pumps, and the waste pump. All of that to control the fluid circuit, to test, to maintenance, to clean. All of this motion can be controlled here. And from the right side, I think this is very important. Okay. This is from the right side of the machine. The first one is the control platform. We also call it the A1 board. Also, you can because it seems like it has the same function like the 1000 plus A1 board. It will control that all of the valves, the motors, and all of this the motion will be controlled by here. And so this is very important, because from here we can control the circuit direction, the circuit fluid direction, and then finish the sample test. And from here also is a very big and important the board. We can call this board is the industrial control board, because it's including the GPU, like Mr. Chuck just introduced just now. It has a GPU and the hard disk, and also we have the RAM, and the disk. All of that was included here, and this like a main board of the machine. To the function of this board is to receive the signal and the pictures from the microscope, and then analyze the pictures, and then give the results. So this is also very important board. And on the higher board, or from the industrial board, is the power control board, because the power from the power switch module is not stable. So we need to translate to a stable electricity, and then support the power to A1 board and the industrial control board. So this is the module that to convert the unstable electricity to a stable electricity. Okay, this is the real view. The real view. The real view is very simple. That's we can see the power switch and the power cable. Also have the reagent and the waste tube connector, and the waste detector. And then we have some connectors, including the USB and the PS2, and also we have the RS232 communication cable. Also, we can have the NAT cable connector. So I think that's the basic instruction of the machine. It's very I think it's very small and the very easy to understand, because the shape, the size of the machine may be just like a bigger than A4 paper. You can see from the front, just a little bit bigger than the A4 paper. And like Mr. Chuck just introduced, the shape of the machine is like a BH40, a BH40. So I think there's no reason, and this very easy for your engineer to understand. And when you receive the machine, you can open the machine cover like this, and then I think you can get the understanding of the different part, especially for the function of the different part. So for the structure, so do you have any questions or any points you want to know? Hello, everyone. Hope you guys there. Is everyone have some question or some points want to know about our structure?
I don't think anybody have any questions.
Okay, so if there's no more question, so next step, maybe I will run some tests. I will run some tests to give example that the process of our sample test. Okay, so before that, I think I will give some details that of our especially for the items of osmotic and osmotic pressure and conductivity. Okay. So you can see that you can see from here that there are two screws that connect to the metal tube of the slide of the flow cell, flow chamber. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's here. Can you see clear? Here is here is a metal screw that connect to the metal part of the flow chamber. This is the top and this is bottom. There are two screws and the metal to connect the flow chamber from bottom to
Leo,
top. Yeah.
Leo, is this the flow chamber same as 1000?
Actually, the flow chamber is not the same with the 1000 plus.
Okay.
It's a new one.
Okay.
But I think Mr. Chai just introduced that for this one, we have two channels, but we only use one during test. The other one is for backup. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, for this metal, after we aspirate the sample into the flow chamber, and then we will test the impedance, from top to bottom. So when we get the impedance from bottom to top, from top to bottom, we will get the two items result: conductivity and the osmotic pressure. So that's the principle that of these two items. We use this board to convert that, for example, the numbers or the signals, and then to give the result. So I think this is the principle of the physical items. And then for the replacement of this flow chamber, we also have a special a guidance document for our customer. If you use one is leakage or something abnormal happens, you can use another. If both of two channel is broken or damaged, you can replace the whole flow chamber unit. And we also have a guidance document to share to you. Okay. I think this is about the flow chamber. The next is the for the slide, the strip holder slide. Just a minute. Okay, we can maintenance the strip holder. When we maintenance the strip holder, you can see that the strip holder will come out from the top, and then we can remove the slide. We can remove the slide of the. We can remove the slide of the strip holder, and then do some maintenance, including the cleaning or something maintenance steps to this slide. Also, you can see from my view, I'm not sure if it's the or not. You can see there are different scale to mark the different types of the strips you select. And after cleaning, you can just push the slide into the strip holder. You can hear a sound that the mechanic will be fixed the slide. Magnetic module will fix the slide, and then next time when you place the strip, you can see that different markable that's showing the different types of the strips. Here is the 10G, here's the 11G, and here's the 14G. When I use the 14G strips onto the strip holder, you can see this mark is correct to the last pad on the strip. So it means that this strip is the correct one. Okay. So after cleaning and the maintenance, we can just finish, and then the strip holder will back to the machine. Okay. And also from now on, I will do a test, running a test. Just for your example, how can we run the test every day? Okay. And here I select the just a minute. Let me prepare some sample. I use the
Leo,
please. Yes.
Here is only one reagent is needed in the analyzer.
Actually, there are two reagents that needed to use for the machine, but the normally using is only detergent 1.
Okay.
We call or we can call it detergent A. For the detergent.
So can you show us how to register a reagent? You can show the reagent pack and in the software also.
You mean the reagent replacement?
Yeah. How to do?
Okay. That? Okay. Just a minute. Actually, in the installation video, we have that. method.
I want to see. Yeah. I want to see physically.
Yeah. I will show you.
Can you show me the reagent bottle?
Yes, a reagent bottle. You want to see the reagent bottle?
Yeah. Reagent pack.
Okay, it's here. It's here. Oh, just a minute. It's here.
Okay.
Because it's outlet. It's outlet reagent. And about how to replace the reagent, let me show you.
So we need to put the reagent in the same level.
Actually, the same level or lower than the machine. It's the same. I think it's the same like the hematology or other machine. The other machines. First, the one we need to make sure that the platform that places the machine is stable and horizontal. And second is that maybe the reagent should be the same level or the lower level than the machine. Okay. Okay, so how to replace the reagent? So I think when we find the reagent is used up, and we can click the menu and click the change the reagent. It's very easy. And for the reagent, he will show you that you need to input a few numbers that to registration the reagent. You every bottom of the reagent A or detergent A will have a special code on the cap of the bottle. When you open a package of the reagent, and you will find that the cap will have some numbers. You just input the correct numbers and then click OK. It will be activated automatically. So here is the process that to activate the reagent. So is that okay for you? Am I clear about this?
Yes, Leo, yes. So
okay.
So every reagent will have a code, and we will input that code manually or by barcode?
Manually, because by so far we don't have the barcode like the hematology. We only have the manually. Yeah. So any question about this part?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So if you don't have too much, okay, I will give the basic introduction of the operation interface. Okay. I think you can see it clear. Here are some. I'm not sure if you can see clear. Just a minute. I will be closer to the camera. Oh, okay. It will be more clear, right? For the test button, we can input the basic patient information like the name, like the barcode, like the patient ID, sex, all of that we can input before we do running a test. And then we can select the mode. Our machine have 3 modes. Only do the sediment test, only do the dry chemistry test, or both these 2 types we need to do. So we can select the mode. For example, I select the both, or you can test the dilution samples. For example, you diluted the samples in two times or 3 times. You can select here, and also you need to select the strip type, because here we're showing that the strip type you have already set. In the other position, we can select the strips, that which one I want to use. Like 14, it's here. It's in the main menu, and then setting, item setting. We can select the strip type, 10G, 11G, and 14G. Okay, so here is the test interface, and when we prepare the test, and then we can click start. For the test, we can know that there is like a cartoon motion, reference motion, that you can use a P pipe to dropping the sample onto the onto the strip. But also you can, as you just ask, if your end user or your customer don't have the P pipe and they not like to use the P pipe, also you can use the strip. dipping into the tube, and then use a tissue to dry the extra samples, and then just place. Just a minute, I will lower the camera. Okay. Then place the samples onto the spray powder and then start the test. So I also both methods are okay. And for example, I will give an example that after finish my dropping and then clean the extra samples, make it to the correct position and just click OK. So our dry chemistry sample preparation is finished. So next step, we need to do the sediment test. So also we have a cartoon reference motion that to show you that you need to mix the samples well, like 5 times, and then you can see that. Just a minute. You can see that the probe will get a little bit lower than the normal standby position. That means that we need to just place the top of the tube is the same level with the bottom of the probe. So this probe position is the reference position at where we can place the tube.
Leo.
Yes.
One thing I want to know that is it mandatory to shake the sample 5 times? Because
yes, because you know the sediment testing, before we doing the sediment testing, the better we shake or we mixed, the better result or the pictures we can get. Because you need to make sure that the material or the cells in the tubes exist everywhere of the samples. Because if you place the samples for example, the urine is placed for more than two hours, all of the most of the cells or the material will goes into the bottom of the tube. And
okay,
if
Leo,
yeah,
I understand the thing, but in some cases, you know, this analyzer will be focused on the customer, like a low to mid-level customer. So those customer in my country, they don't use a collection tube which has a cap. They use to collect urine in a test tube which doesn't have any cap. So in that case, it will be very difficult for those customers to inverse the tube and to shake. Okay.
Yes, I get your point. So from the situation of your describe, I suggest maybe that you can just select your customer to place the probe. To place the probe position is to a better level that to let if we click, just a minute, that you can see, if I click the start button, the probe will go to a level go to the level of the aspiration position. And to make sure that the probe is at the bottom of the tube. So yeah, it will be better than it will be another solution if you cannot mix the samples well, because most of the material and the cells will go into the bottom of the tube. If you place the sample just place here for a few minutes or a few seconds or few hours. So I think it's another solution for your situation.
Maybe there can be another solution, that when we put the strip inside the tube, that time we can we can mix those urine
Yeah,
with
maybe
the
add
speech.
some bubbles. I add some bubbles into the tubes, and then it will be finished the mix step automatically.
Okay.
Just before we aspirate. But for right now, our machine don't have this function. I'm not sure if it's a solution that about the mixing.
Okay.
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 So I think this is there will be a reference level of the probe. So you can, because you can hold the tubes, you can adjust the level of the tubes, and then you can finish the aspiration according to the probe position. Just make sure that the bottom of the probe is at the bottom of the tube. So I think it will be better. But for our SOP, the standard operation process is ask our end user and to mix the samples. So you can see that there was a process percentage that for our machine. Here's the dry chemistry and the sediment. As you know, the dry chemistry will be faster than the sediment because there's no need to sediment the materials in the tube, and just about 1 minute the dry chemistry will finish. But for the sediment, maybe it's more than 1 minute. But the percent about all of that is okay. You can see that here is the test result. Here's the test result operation interface that we can check. Here is the dry chemistry items. You can see we have 14 items and 2 calculation items. And we also have the physical parameters, like Mr. Chuck just described, that the color and the turbidity we must to input manually. So you can just collect the position of the color and the turbidity. Here you can see that we have the different description and the result for the color, like the light yellow and the colorless or red. Actually, all of this we can edit, we can adjust from here. For this, I think I will show you how to do that, because after just later I will show you how to do the adjust the reference. So reference items. So we can see that the physical parameters, the color and the turbidity, we can change it to clear or turbid or turbidity or very turbidity. So here there's 2 items we need to input manually. And for the conductivity and the osmotic pressure, it will be tested by the module I just share, and will be calculated with this board. So here is the result. Also, like Mr. Chuck just shared, that we also have a histogram, the RBC phase. We can see that it's like the hematology RBC histogram. The y-axis is the size of the cells, the RBC, and the y-axis is the number of the cells. So we can get, this is a reference diagnostic. So here is from the dry chemistry part, the result of dry chemistry part. And from here is the sediment result. So we can, like Mr. Chuck just shared, that we have the picture. We have a picture that to show that every cells we have taken on the pictures during the test. So
Yo,
we
I
can
have
see
a
that
question.
just, okay, please.
Are we using the same tube to determine the result of sediment part and dry chemistry part?
Of course, because you need to match with the dry chemistry result and the
No.
sediment
I
result.
mean to. Yeah, but I mean to say, like, can we analyze the sediment part first and dry chemistry second? Because when we are aspirating the strip, it may spill color in the urine, right?
You mean that when you dripping the strips into the tubes, maybe they will have some dirty to or something
Spill color,
interface.
it may.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
will be. So that's our SOP. It suggests you use a P pipe to dripping the.
Okay.
You remember? Yeah. Remember our SOP is suggests you use a P pipe to dripping the samples onto the step, not just dipping the strips into the tube. It's not suggest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, yeah. Okay. I get your point. Is that actually our machine is set to only select the cells when we test. So you can see that maybe there are some paper dust or some dirty things on the paper on the strips, and when we dripping it into the tube, it will be give some pollution to the samples. But you can check our result. The cells, all of the cells have the clear pictures. Have the clear picture. So I think the influence from the strips is not very big. But but I think we need more reality testing to modify how much the influence when we after we using the strips into the tubes, and then we do the sediment test, and how much influence. So but by so far we don't have data about this, but maybe in the future we will collect some data from our customer and give a suggestion or give a solution. But from now on, for now, I suggest you use a P pipe. But if you use the dipping, I think it's okay. Okay. So it's clear. Okay.
Yeah.
So from here, from here we can check the different items result. For example, just now my test only have the RBCs and only have the WBC and RBC result. Other result is 0. You can see.
Leo, how long we left from now?
You mean my training?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be less than half an hour. Maybe just 20 minutes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay, carry on.
Okay. For this, from here you can check that the different items like we have already tested. For example, here we can check all the RBCs are pictures. Also we can check the WBC, the picture we have already done. So we also have the function of the whole picture that we've already taken. You can see from here the big image. When we click here, here's the full pictures that we taken during the test. We can check all of the pictures we have already done. Remember how much picture we have taken during the test?
288.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Good answers. That's great answers. So all of the pictures we have already taken will be showing here. So it will give you a real picture that for our doctors, our customers, that to identify which one is correct or not. So
can we zoom those pictures?
Can we what?
Can you zoom those pictures?
Zoom the WeChat, WhatsApp.
I mean, can
No,
you
no, no.
enlarge those picture?
Oh, you mean to print the pictures?
No. Can we zoom in or zoom out the picture? Like, can we make the picture large
Oh,
or small?
Large zoom.
Yeah.
Yes. So far we cannot. We cannot, because it's not the same as the US 2000. It's only have the stable size, and we cannot enlarge and zoom it. Okay. And when we find some cells, it's not in the correct items. For example, here is you can see here's the RBC result, but I find this one should be a WBC. So I just need to click it. You can see it's selected, and then just click the WBC. You can see it's empty, and you can see that during I click here, the WBC is changed. You can see right now it's 2.8, and when I select some cells, I think they should be WBC, and then just click WBC. All of the cells is empty, and then you can see the WBC item is increased to 5.2. So I think it's very friendly for our operators that to classify the different cells. You can see here. For example, right now, I think you can just. I think you can see this one. This one should be a WBC, right?
Yes.
This one should be a right. Because I just using a focus solution for US 2000. It's out of the material in the autofocus is the white blood cell and the red blood cell, the WBC and RB. So I think this is a mistake classification. So I just need to click it and then just click the WBC. Just a minute, WBC. It's okay. It's empty, and the WBC is changed from 5.2 to 5.6. Okay, it's very friendly. So after modifications, I just need to click save, and after that, I just make sure that the sediment result is okay, and then just click return, and the dry chemistry and the sediment all of okay. We can save the result. Okay, after we save the results, we can check the data that we just done. Okay, the sample ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just collect the details. All of that are showing here. But also we can print the result. So I just need to click the print. Sorry, I forgot to introduce. I just know I connect the printer to our machine before my training. So that's why I can give an example that how to print a test result. And here you can see that here's a preview. We can enlarge the preview and check the result. Here is okay, and the histogram and the sediment result, all of that confirmed. We can just click the to print. After that, the paper, the result, the report will be print, and we can check the result. Because the title I just decided maybe the Pure Lab hospital, and you can see that here's the result, dry chemistry results, and the sediment results, and freeze, and the pictures. All of this, the whole process that we running a test. So for this part, do you have any questions?
Yeah. I have a question.
Please.
Leo, can you see
Please.
the chemistry result part?
Okay, of course, the result. You want to see the result details right here?
Yeah, chemistry
Which
part.
one? Chemistry
okay.
part, okay?
Can you change here like glucose? That is normal.
Glucose.
But
Okay. Yeah.
I need.
You mean
I need,
change the result?
Yeah.
Okay, of course we can change the result.
Okay.
Just a minute. You want to change the result. Okay, you can see here. After we finish the test, maybe you can you find that you just want to right now the glucose, the result of glucose is negative, but I want to change it to positive. I just need to double click the position of the glucose. Oh, sorry, it's a protein. Just a minute. Glucose. Okay. We just need to double click the glucose position, and then the reference result range will be pop up. And just here you can see the negative, the grays, the positive 1, +1, +2, +3, all of that result.
Yeah.
Select.
Here is the question. Here is my question. Now glucose result is +1, and its value like 0.15 millimole by 1.5 mg per dl. But for +2, it's not 152 milligram. It's then higher. So can I select the pop-up button to the millimole value by or mg per dl value? Here is only
you mean
sensitivity addition.
Sensitivity, right?
Yeah, here is only you change the result. Here sensitivity addition.
You mean you
like,
want to change?
It was,
You mean you want to change all of the?
You sense it was you sense it by +2.
Okay, I think I can get your point, because you want because maybe the real number, the result of the glucose is like a 2.0, but you usually the 2.0 result is the 2+, but actually you want to change it. The 2+ is 2.8 is 1+, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
right,
not too.
right.
Yeah, it's not too much sensitive, right? Okay, so we have two methods to change it. First is that we can change the set and the sensitivities. Here you can see that maybe from here we will give the guidance documents that how to adjust here and how to change the sensitivities of the result, the set of the result. There's also another method is we can change the grid table. Do you remember that the previous that in the same situation in the 1600? You want to make all of the results is no more than 2+, because you think the 3+ and the 4+ is too much for the test for your patient, of your customer. So you don't want too much. Yeah, you don't want too much 3+ or 4+. You just need to is the 2+. So I think that's we need to change the grid table. The grid table. Yeah. So that's the two methods that we can change. So is that clear?
No, Leo, you can't get my point. Here you only select the unit, maybe result. I want to show the unit here, pulse and SI.
Oh, the unit.
Yeah.
You want to
Pulse and
express
result.
the result in unit.
Yeah.
Like
actually,
SI.
yeah. Actually, as you know, our strips, each of the result is a range, right? Is a range.
Yeah.
So when we give the result of, for example, is 2+, the glucose of the 2+ is from 2.8 plus
Yeah,
or
right,
minus.
right.
Yeah,
0.8.
it's a range. So we cannot give you actually numbers because
Okay.
it's a semi quality
Semi-quantitative result.
sorry, semi-quantitative. It's a semi-quantitative testing. It's not the complete. It's a full quantitative. So
Okay.
we cannot give you exact numbers, numbers like a 4.2 more per liter. It's not,
দেখছেন
we cannot give that.
এটার মধ্যে বিসি নেই
Yeah,
So
because
the result will be expressed in plus 2 or plus 3
yeah,
or plus
only can give the plus or minus or grace.
বিসি ছাড়া কেমনে
Because
খেতে হয়?
actually our strips only can give the range result, cannot give the accuracy result. Only the sediment can give the accuracy result.
Thank you.
So yeah, okay, you're welcome. So if our dry chemistry, if our dry chemistry give the accuracy result, the accuracy number, they will be not the semi-quantitative. It's the fully quantitative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that clear about here?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay. So I think this is the test process. If you don't have too much question, I will continue to introduce the operation of the software.
Okay,
I
okay,
think
carry on,
for,
carry on.
yeah, okay. So for the data, I think there's no need to introduce too much. Just to check the test result we have done and the details we want to know, and then we can select the print or not. So for the QC, that quality control is we have two part of the quality control: the sediment and the dry chemistry. The dry chemistry and the sediment is the same with our other model of the dry chemistry and the sediment. For example, for the dry chemistry, it's the same with the for example, like the 1600, we just use the UQ14 to do the quality control. The method, I think, also there's no need to introduce too much because you have already done on other model of the machine about the quality control. So the method are the same, including the different items, the lot number and the validity. So I think it's all the same. For the sediment part, I think also you have the same quality control method is the same with the other sediment machine, especially for the 1000 plus. You use the UQ22 to run the quality control. We have level 1, level 2, and level 3. It's here like this, yeah, right. Just input the information of the lot, like the lot number, and then do the quality control test. It's not very difficult. Okay. So next is the menu of the main setting, including the calibration. I think the calibration, just Mr. Chuck already explained that there's no need to do too much calibration. Especially we find our machine have some problem that some spare part replacement or the out of the quality control is out of control. So that's the time that maybe we can check the calibration. Also, we have the conductivity calibration and the sediment part calibration. You can use the calibrator to calibration these two parts, and then maybe our machine will be back to the normal range, and then the quality control will be passed. So the method is the same with the other model of the machine. Also, it's very easy. And for the reagent replacement, and you will find that we have we have one position that to showing the remaining of the reagent. You can see from here, this spot here from this logo. That right now we have 95% reagent left in the bottom. when you find that this empty in the bottom, or here is the 0, maybe you need to change the region. You just need to change and then input the numbers on the cap of the bottom and then click the OK. The region will be activated automatically. And for the 36, we have the instrument status and the region information. From here, you can see that like the series number, like the login time, or all of the information we have already showing here. And for the reagent information, we can check the consumption of the reagent, like the UC. UC means the urine chemistry, dry chemistry. UD means the urine sediment. UC plus UD is the both of two modes. How many tests we have already done, and all of the details are showing here. And the maintenance, we have some maintenance function, including the rings to aspirate the reagent into the system, and soak means we use the detergent C to soak the flow chamber, and clean the strip holder. Like I just gave the example, when I click here, and the strip holder will pop out, and we can maintenance, including the cleaning or other maintenance to the strip holder. And empty means that we can empty the, we can empty the machine if we plan is the machine is the longer no using of the machine. And the prime and the focus. The prime is that we can prime the reagent and into the machine. Sorry, I just pressed the empty because it will take a long time to finish the emptying. So I restart the machine. For the focus is also a point for the focus function of the maintenance. Also important function, especially for the autofocus is not pass. So you have experienced that using our 1000 plus. So I think you have already have some. You have already have the same experience that how to adjust the microscope, the position of the scope and the height of the scope. It's the same with the 1000 plus. So I think if you have you have the necessary to adjust the microscope or adjust the platform, the flow chamber platform, you can contact with us and we can adjust together and give you some guidance. So I think you have already know how to adjust. So for this, I will also, there's no need to introduce too much. Okay, so here is the self-checking process.
Leo, I
Yes?
have a question.
Please.
Which type of operating system you use in this analyzer? Like Windows 10 or 7 or XP?
No, we don't use the Windows operation. We don't use the Windows operation system. We use the Linux, like the
Linux.
hematology.
Okay, wow,
Yeah, you remember that? It's a Linux. Like it's the same like the hematology analyzer, BH70. Remember? Okay, let's continue. The maintenance, the empty I just showing, and the prime, just the prime the reagent into the system, and the focus. Here you can see that here's the autofocus. We can maintenance here, and we also have another position to adjust where we can autofocus is here. Debug and debug rate. Here we can see that. Remember, you remember familiar with this grid? It's the same with the 1000 plus. Okay, so the method is also the same. Up or down, or left or right to move to a different position, and then to adjust the height of the microscope to a better focus, and then we can get the better result. Okay. So here's the setting. Settings, there's no need to, I think I need to introduce the one by one. So the normal is that if we can open the conductivity and osmotic pressure mode to test these two atoms. And we can open the, we just change the different settings from here. And remember, I just connect a printer to our machine. So here is the setting position. When we connect the printer to our machine, we need to scan a new printer and then select the correct printer and the template. Then input the hospital name, what we want. So I just input the Pure Lab Hospital, and the topic of the report is Pure Lab Hospital. Okay. Here's the items settings, including the dry chemistry and the sediment. You can see here the different position of the WBC, ketone, and nitrite, the glucose and the protein. All of that, we can move it up or move it down to adjust the position. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of that. And for the sediment, you can see that we can select the different items that we want to test. We don't have too much because this is the position we set, because maybe in the future we can add some items. But for now we only have the position we have already set, or we have only have the items we have already set in the software. So here is the physical part. You know, we have our types have the physical of the color, turbidity, conductivity, and the osmotic. You can also select the SG, but actually for the SG, we test on the dry chemistry. So from here, we don't need to open the SG module. Okay. Network. So network setting is that to connect our machine to other service like the lease server. We need to know the local IPs and the lease server's IP. So all of that we can set here. The user manage. The user manage is to add or change the user's name and the password, and give him different permission, like the doctor or the nurse, all of that. The debug. Here is the debug that we can check the parameters like the X motors movement or the sampling position. All of that we can check here, and debug and the debug rate. All of that we can check, like the valve check and the motor check. All of that we can check it. Also, we have the optocoupler check status. Optocoupler status check. The one means is the optocoupler is covered by the slide, and the 0 means that it's not covered by the slide. So it's a very friendly function for our engineer to find the reason. If the issue happens, we can find the reason very quickly and easily. Here is I just checked that here is the dry chemistry status, the linearity and the sensitivities that we can set here. Okay, it's the dictionary. Dictionary is that, like I just introduced, that the color because the color and the turbidity we need to input manually. So I need to modify the colors, the different range of the colors, like yellow colorless, right? Also, I want to modify a new one is a yellow. Okay. Okay, I just select new one. So okay, so next time when I want to modify another result, maybe for the color, it will be have a yellow items. A yellow items I can select. So I think this sample is yellow. Okay. This is dictionary, and also the same method for the turbidity. You can select it. You can set here the turbidity. The turbidity range is turbidity or colorless or clear or the very turbidity. All of that you can set here. And upgrade. Upgrade, that is the position that we upgrade the software, including the config application and the items, also including the database. All of that maybe in the future we can upgrade with a USB disk, a pen drive. I think it will be more easier. So the next is the log files. The log files we can check, all the log will be showing here. So maybe this function is especially for our engineer, is when we face some issue and the factory want to know what happens in this machine. Maybe we need to export the log files and then share to the factory to help us to confirm the reason of the issue. So here is the basic information of the software, like the version, different part. Here's the logout, because right now I log the service name is I log the name with the service. Maybe I can log with the user, we can log with the admin. All of that we can check here. And shutdown. The shutdown is to shut down the machine, and then the machine will give the shutdown process, like in flush the flow chamber and keep the finish. So I think that's all the software basic function introduction. So do you have any question about here?
No question.
Okay, so if there's no more question, how about the engineer? They also have no question. Everyone, if there's no more questions, I think I have a question. Okay, please. Please.
How much reagent get for the one test, like detergent A or detergent B?
Actually, for the detergent, okay, for the detergent C, it's not consumed every test. It's not consumed every test of the result. It only can consume when we maintenance the flow chamber or maintenance the probe, right? So it will be not consumed every time, only when we maintenance the machine. Okay. But for the detergent one, yeah, this is for the detergent one. Just a minute, let me confirm that detergent one, detergent A.
মাসুম, তুমি এমন কথা জিজ্ঞেস করলা যে সে হারাই গেল।
আমরা ক্লিয়ার করলো না স্যার ওই বিষয়টা।
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So about the detergent A, the consumption of detergent A. When we start up the machine, the consume of the detergent A is about 8 microliters.
Yes. মাসুম, তুমি কি জিনিস জানতে চাইছিলা বলো তো?
8 microliter.
Yeah, during the startup, I think you can. Maybe you don't have the WeChat group. Mr. Ken.
Yes. Yes.
You can check the WeChat group.
Yes, 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 I
Here is
saw.
the right now the consumption of the reagent.
Okay,
can you
okay,
hear me?
I get it, and I will send this one to my
Yeah,
engineer.
yeah.
Okay.
But actually, it's not the final or the accuracy one, because it's just about more or less about this. This is a reference the consumption of the reagent.
Okay.
It's not the final, because right now, you know, this machine is a new model, and maybe some testing are still needed to be tested, to be done. Yeah, so it's not the final one. Maybe in the future we will update about this consumption. At that time we will share you the new new one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So for the machine, do you have any questions?
No question.
No more questions.
I
And
think.
your engineer.
Yeah, Leo, I have a question.
Okay, please.
Can we use any printer?
Can we use anything? What?
Okay. He's telling that can we connect the printer in the analyzer, and which model is
Printer.
supported? Yeah.
Oh, you want to know the supported printer list
Yeah. Yeah.
that we can connect to our machine.
Yes.
For now, what we can know is that the HP series printer is suitable for with our machine. But for other brand, we don't have enough testing data to support. So, but by so far, the HP series is the
So
suitable brand.
So I want to ask the question to Chuck that is the printer is included with the analyzer, or the printer we will buy locally?
This printer is not included.
Okay. Okay. So we need to find a suitable printer in from our local market.
Yeah. This one,
Okay.
the printer, many.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So by so far, the solution is that maybe you can use the machine to test. For example, you can use the one model to connect to our machine, and then to check if it can successful. If it is not suitable, you don't just buy that. But it's suitable,
Yes.
you can buy that
They
for your
can-
local market.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So one more thing, Leo.
Please.
There was a question from my engineer Masum, but I think he did not make you understand.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That what is his question? Now I want to request. I want to request Masum to ask the question again, so that we can make you understand and we can get the correct answer. Masum.
Okay.
Masum.
In what is done,
মাসুম তুমি বাংলায়
so
বলো, আমি
the like
তুমি বাংলায় বলো, আমি গুজরাটের কোশ্চেনটা করি।
আমরা 1600 মডেলের যে ইয়েটা রেজাল্ট গুলা পাই, সেখানে এরকম যে গ্লুকোজ আসছে আর এদিকে আপনার 1 মিলিমোল পার লিটার। এবার আমি গ্লুকোজটাকে করব রেজাল্ট। তো আমি যদি 2+, তাহলে 2+ এর জন্য অবশ্যই সেটা 1 মিলিমোল হবে না, এটা বেশি হবে। তো আমরা কিন্তু কোন মেশিনেই এই মিলিমোলটাকে চেঞ্জ করতে পারি না। আমি এদিকে 1++
ওকে
চেঞ্জ করতে হলে ওটাকে আমাকে ম্যানুয়ালি হাতে লিখে দিতে হয়।
Okay. So Leo,
please.
Leo, the question is maybe for some parameter like for glucose, if we want to change, say this is not only for glucose, maybe some other parameter also, but this is an example with the glucose.
Okay, please.
Like if we want to change the result from 1+ to 2+, we can change it, But the thing is, we cannot change the millimole result like it should be 1 millimole or 2 millimole. This need to be changed manually. Now my engineer is asking that when we will change from 1 plus to 2 plus, it will automatically change and show the correct value for 2 plus. Did you get my question?
Not very clear. So you want to change the result manually,
Yes.
right? But
Say when we want to change the glucose result manually, say the analyzer is giving the result 1 plus and 5 millimole per liter. Okay. And for 2 plus, it is 10 millimole per liter. And my engineer is asking, when I change 1 plus to 2 plus, it will automatically change the value of millimole. Do you get my point now? You did not get my point?
actually not very clear. So you want to change the
ডিটারজেন্ট যাবে হচ্ছে 1 অফে কত ml ডিটারজেন্ট যাবে স্যার এটা একটু জিজ্ঞেস করেন
আচ্ছা ওটা পরে ওটা আমার কাছে দিছে আমি পরে জানাই দিব
on my camera.
Okay,
For example, you want to for example you want to change the glucose to, so right now it's minus negative. You want to change 1 plus or grace, right?
okay.
So so right now I finished the change. Okay.
Okay.
So
We
after
cannot
that,
show we cannot show the millimole millimole per liter value, milligram per liter.
it's the mark on the it's a mark on the bottle of the strips, the reference range. You mean I get your point. So you mean 1 plus should be from 0.6 to 0.3, and 2 plus means the 2 plus means the 2 plus means the 2.8 to 5.4 5.5. You mean that, right?
Yes.
But actually all of that is marked on the label of the bottles, of the strip bottles. There's no need necessary to share it right anymore.
Yeah,
And
but
for the please.
but this value we can get in the printout.
You want to print out that the range number, right?
Yeah.
So is that possible that you can change the unit of the just a minute, dry chemistry. Okay, it's dry chemistry, and for the glucose is here. So right now the unit we select is the plus. So you want to select is the, just a minute. So right here, the ISI module is from 2.8 to 5.5. Is that correct?
Yeah. Now what will be the result?
Okay, so it will be saved after you save. Just a minute. SI lower limit. So you mean that like this? So right now the glucose result is showing by the millimole per liter. So this is what you want.
Okay, মাসুম এটা কি চাচ্ছ তুমি মাসুম?
না স্যার এটা আসলে ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু এই ক্ষেত্রে আবার আমি কিন্তু ওই যে সেনসিটিভিটি মানে যখন আমার রেজাল্টটা 1+, 2+ দিবে ওইটা কিন্তু আর হবে না, মানে একই সাথেই আপনার দুইটা
ওকে জিজ্ঞেস করেন একসাথে দুইটা রেজাল্ট দিতে পারবে কিনা, মনে করেন মিনিমাম
Okay, I got your question, Leo.
Yeah, yes, yes. I'm
Leo,
here.
my engineer is asking that that can we show the both result together, like the pulse result?
So why do you want to here you display 1+ or 2+, but here you want to say from 0 to 2.8 more per hour per liter. So why do that?
Right, yes.
So why do that? Why we need to do that?
Actually, some customer ask for that when we print like 1+ or 2+, maybe some plus minus, then they ask us yeah, what do you mean by 1+? Because every time they will not see the label in the bottle, so they want
so okay, so that will be the out of the number will be solve the problem. So it's 1+ or 2+, you can just say the result of the actual number, and you will also get get a range, reference range. So this is out of range, so this is right. So it's very easy to understand. So I still cannot understand why the customer need to here is the plus or minus, here is the number. Yeah, please.
Don't think that this is a big issue, but as you are in a development, this is a new instrument, still is development is going on. So if there is any options to add these things, that would be good
Better.
for us, because better, because some of the competitor, they have those things that they can show both result together, okay, and they can edit both result together.
Okay, I think it's not big issue that maybe in the future in the future.
So if someone can show both result together, why not us?
But actually it's a equal 1/1. So the number equals number and the plus equals plus. So I can
the plus, like in the result column, there should be 1+, and here it will show 0 to 2.8 ml per liter. So in that
together
case, the customer can see either they take the result from plus minus, or they can take the result from the
I think this discussion I think it is a possible discussion idea that maybe we can success to the R&D department, and then maybe in the future we can upgrade by the display of the result by upgrade the software in the future.
Because last time you know, when we install the analyzer in LabAid hospital, there was a big issue with these things. Then we need to do those things change in the LIS software, okay. So so that we make a software in the LIS, then that LIS result goes to their server. So we make a different software for this, only to show those two things. So if it is possible in your software that you can show the millimole value as well as the plus minus value, that will be very good. In some customer they will ask both, in some customer they will ask only one result, okay.
So I think in the future we can confirm from the factory, from the R&D department, that if it is possible to display both. But I think it's not a big problem to display both. Because all of that is stable numbers and stable plus and minus.
Look for 1600 and 1280, you told your R&D is closed, so there will be no software
for that model. For that model,
this
it's
one,
not
but
possible.
this one is a baby analyzer, very new analyzer.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Newborn
Yeah,
analyzer.
yeah.
So you can do anything in the software, I think.
Yeah, I think it's not a big problem for the display, but I'm not. But I need to confirm that whether the R&D department was eager to change about that. But I think it's a good suggestion. Maybe they can accept about this suggestion and do some change.
Okay.
Okay. So you can discuss with your engineer. So do they have any questions?
I think there
You
is
can
no
confirm
question.
with your engineer.
I think there is no question now.
There's no question now.
Question from my side.
Okay. Okay. So if there's no more questions, I think I can finish my training today. So maybe in the
Okay.
future, maybe in the future, I also will give some other training like the board checking method, the test point or the different spare part replacement, all of that, or the adjustment of the macro group platform, all of that. Maybe in the future we can hold another training. But for today, it's a basic introduction, including the application and the instruction of the machine. So I think that's all. Very thankful for your engineer, no matter the
Okay.
selling engineer and the service engineer, and then also thank you for listening
Okay.
to
Thank you.
to me and Mr. Chuck
Thank you so
to give
much,
this
Leo.
training. Okay. I think that's all, and we will have another training in the future. So see you next time. Okay.
Yeah. See you next time. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Have a good day,
see
everyone.
you.
Okay. Have a good day, everyone. See you.
Okay,
see you.
thank you,
Bye.
thank you.
Leo, Chuck,
Bye,
thank you.
bye.
Thank you
Yeah.
for this
Okay,
opportunity.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you for all listening. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.